go, go, go! Let's do this.
Yo, what is going on, you guys? This is Gaming What's On. Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I want to go ahead and explain the new ranking system that's going to be coming to Modern Warfare this year. And basically, all I'm going to say is that remember the prestige system and all of the past Call of Duty games that we've had for like the longest time ever? Well, say goodbye to that, because all the rumors that were surrounding the internet talking about a new seasonal ranking system that was going to be replacing the prestiging system, well, let's just say that was actually true, and those leaks are confirmed to be, once again, very true. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and explain the new system of how to rank up in Modern Warfare in today's video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So basically, the way we're going to be ranking up in Modern Warfare is first, we're going to be going through a set of enlisted ranks. Now, enlisted ranks are basically like your regular ranks that you've always had in the Call of Duty franchise. And here in Modern Warfare, we're going to be having levels 1 through 55 in terms of ranking up. And whenever you hit level 55 within Modern Warfare, you will never be reset right back down to level 1. So in other words, once you hit level 55, you will always sit at that rank and never go back to where you started from. So now you guys are probably wondering, well, if you do hit level 55 and never go back down to rank 1, what comes afterwards? I mean, do you just sit at level 55 and that's it? Well, of course not. Even though they went ahead and decided to get rid of the prestiging system, they went ahead and decided to replace it with the new seasonal ranking system that includes new sets of ranks called officer ranks. And that is mainly what I'm going to be talking about the most in today's video. So basically, what's going to happen with officer ranks is that these ranks are actually tied in with the seasons that will be taking place within Modern Warfare. Now, seasons are basically going to be like events, such as the events we saw in Black Ops 4, World War II, etc. So they're basically called seasons in Modern Warfare, and every single season is going to have a set of 100 officer ranks. Now, basically what these officer ranks are going to be giving you are different things like camos or in-game rewards, such as maybe calling cards, maybe Tamagotchi watches, you know, the watch that our players will wear on their wrists, stuff like that, right? And of course, the higher you rank up in these officer ranks, the better the rewards will get. So maybe, I'm assuming, it's not confirmed, but maybe you might get stuff like weapon blueprints, which are basically cosmetic only weapon variants within this game. So stuff like that, right, is what I'm assuming you might get the higher you rank up within these officer ranks. Now, one cool thing that Activision went ahead and shared on their blog post talking about this new ranking system, which by the way, I will go ahead and leave a link in the description below if you guys want to go ahead and check out the full blog post. But here they went ahead and explained that player XP can be earned through playing the game, completing daily challenges, officer challenges, camo challenges, and challenge missions, which are basically multi-step objectives that offer even more rewards upon completion. So let me go ahead and kind of explain that just a little bit. So when it comes down to player XP, of course, you know, you could just play the game like TDM, domination, different matches, or play Spec Ops or campaign, and of course you'll get XP through that. But what really gets me excited is the part where it starts talking about daily challenges and officer challenges. So basically, daily challenges will be making its way into the game, I'm assuming from the day that it launches, which is great news because it gives us things to actually grind towards, and it gives us a chance to earn in-game rewards by completing these challenges, which is something that Black Ops 4 was lacking from day one. And they did go ahead and add contracts into the game later on, but it was way too late into its life cycle. And even then, the daily challenges that were coming through these contracts were kind of lackluster. And like I said, it was just a little too late to save the game with those contracts because of how long it took to come to the game. So the fact that Modern Warfare is going to have this from the start, that is amazing news. And then when it comes down to officer challenges, so remember when I talked about how after level 55, there's going to be 100 officer ranks afterwards that are tied in with each season that will be coming to the game? Well, every time you complete or rank up an officer rank, you will unlock an officer challenge, which once again, that challenge will give you XP upon completing it, as well as in-game rewards, like I mentioned earlier, camos, maybe attachment variants, stuff like that. So once again, more challenges, more things to grind for, and that basically gives us, the players, more things to do in-game without having to spend an extra dime, which is something that I'm really looking forward to. And when it comes down to the challenge missions, from what I'm looking at and the way they're describing it here, it's basically like this. Suppose the challenge says that you need to use the Scar H on the map Granza Raid while playing Headquarters, and the objective is to win the match. After you complete that challenge with all of those criteria, you will get an in-game reward or XP or etc., whatever the challenge decides to reward you with. So what I'm basically trying to say here, you guys, is that there is a lot of ways to get in-game rewards, which is something that the Call of Duty fans have been asking for a very long time, especially once again, like I said, with Black Ops 4. So they're correcting Treyarch's mistakes here with their game, and that's actually a very, very smart move on Infinity Ward's part. Now, going back and focusing on officer ranks, well, you guys are probably wondering, how is this any better than the prestiging system, or how can I show off my progression towards this game? Like, when it came down to the prestiging system in past Call of Duty titles, every time you prestiged, you would get a prestige icon that you can use to show off to other players by telling them that, hey, I'm prestige 3, or I'm prestige 5, or I'm max prestige, you know, or something like that, right? Like, you get to show off to other players that, hey, I put in this much time into the game, and this is my rank. Well, how is that going to work with officer ranks and this new seasonal ranking system that's replacing the prestiging system? So basically what's going to end up happening is that, remember I talked about those officer challenges that get unlocked every time you rank up through the officer ranks? Well, every time you complete an officer challenge, you will be rewarded with a ribbon. And in here it says earning 10 ribbons will give you an emblem. And after earning all 100 ribbons, you will get an even more, quotes, badass emblem. So basically what it's trying to say here is that this is the new prestige icons that will be coming to the game, except it will be tied more within the seasons that will be coming to the game. Hopefully that made sense. But the point here that I'm trying to make is that there is a way to go about showing off that, hey, I put in this much time into the game, which is exactly what the prestige icons did in the old prestiging system. So for all of you guys out there who enjoyed prestiging and enjoyed showing off your ranks and showing off that you put in a lot of time into the game, you will still be able to do that here in Modern Warfare. It's called something else, and it works just a tad bit differently. But the good thing is that you're actually getting rewarded for it for once, you know? Like, prestige rewards are something that people have been asking for since World War II, and Sledgehammer Games did deliver their prestige rewards later on in the game's life cycle, except it wasn't the best set of rewards. And even then, the way you had to earn these rewards, it required you to get at least like, what, 200 levels every time you get a new reward. So in a way, even though they added rewards, it wasn't really much when it came down to the prestiging system in that game. And then of course, Black Ops 4 really didn't give us much to do or much rewards, except for the stuff that came in the reserves, which is a whole different topic of its own. But the point is, here you will be rewarded for putting in the time that you did into the game. So the more time you put in, the more rewards you will get. The less time you would put into the game, the less rewards you would get. So players are actually getting rewarded for once, which is something, once again, we all have been asking for a very, very long time. So to summarize everything once again, you're going to have levels 1 through 55 as your enlisted ranks, which are going to work just like every other ranks that you've gone through in other past Call of Duty games. After hitting level 55, you will start ranking up your officer ranks, which will give you in-game rewards. And then every single time you rank up an officer rank, you will be getting an officer challenge to complete. And upon completing those challenges, you will be awarded a ribbon. After every 10 ribbons, you will get an emblem. And after all 100 ribbons collected, you will get another emblem that's even more visually appealing to look at than the emblem you already received after getting 10 ribbons. And that's pretty much the new ranking / prestiging system that's going to be coming to Modern Warfare. And with that said, that's pretty much everything I wanted to go ahead and talk about in terms of the new ranking system. Now, before I go ahead and end the video, I do want to go ahead and talk about weapons, because Activision also went ahead and shared that when it comes down to the weapons in this game, not only will we have 50 plus attachments for each individual weapon that's going to be coming to the game, we will also be getting 100 different camos that can be unlocked through gameplay for each of the weapons. And that, to me, you guys, is insane, because now that I'm looking back on it, right, what do we have? About an average of 15 camos to unlock for each weapon in past Call of Duty games, give or take, maybe something around that number, right? But we're getting 100 different camouflage patterns that can be unlocked by simply just playing the game. And that basically gives us even more things to go after, or more challenges to complete, because I'm pretty sure these camos will be unlocked through challenges, you know, sort of like how headshots were the main thing that you had to do to get the camouflages in past Call of Duty games. Of course, I feel like we're gonna have way more different challenges now, since there are 100 different camouflages. Or maybe, you never know, like one challenge can unlock 10 sets of camouflages. I don't know how it's really gonna work, but the fact that we have 100 different patterns to choose from without it being locked behind the new battle pass system or with supply drops or anything like that, I don't know. If anything, all of this sounds too good to be true. And seeing how it's coming from Activision, I can't help but think that maybe they might have a trick up their sleeve or something planned to make their money back, because let's be honest, when it comes down to how the microtransaction systems are going to work in this game, they have a backup plan. But that's not what I'm going to be discussing in today's video. I just wanted to put that thought out there. But regardless, this is something that I wanted to share with you guys as well. So be prepared, you guys. Day one is going to be filled with a lot of different things for us to do and a lot of different challenges to go through, which I'm perfectly fine with that. And I'm pretty sure you guys are too. And oh, I forgot to mention, you guys, Infinity Ward also went ahead and teased that when it comes down to the camos, they do also have additional camos ready ready to go for us, for all of us who are completionists out there. So basically what they're trying to say is that maybe we might see gold come back, we might see diamond come back, or some sort of high tier camouflage such as dark matter come back to the game, which I'm pretty sure it's not going to be dark matter because they are going to be trying to go for a little bit more of a realistic approach when it comes to this game, but we will have some sort of high tier camouflage for all of us who decide to go out and complete all of the camouflage pattern challenges for the weapons in this game. So just something to keep in mind. But with that said, that's pretty much all I wanted to go ahead and discuss with you guys in today's video. So if you guys want to go ahead and share your thoughts about everything we talked about today, feel free to leave them in the comment section below to get a little conversation started about what we all think when it comes to the new ranking system, as well as all the challenges that are going to be available for us to go through in the beginning of the game's life cycle. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon so you'll never miss an upload, and follow me on my social media accounts to stay connected. Links will always be in the description below, and I will go ahead and talk to you guys in the next one. So take care of yourselves and bye.